Welcome YouTube to TTR. We are back with another episode. I forget what episode we on. Forget the number.
It don't even matter
It
no
don't even
more.
matter. We just here. Y'all know what's up. Welcome to a brand new episode. We got a nice episode coming to you guys today. First off, I want to introduce myself. Of course, it's your boy JD, and right next to me, I got Dirty Dan. Right next to Dirty Dan, we have RJ, and right next to RJ, we have Meech Black.
Wow, go on, everyone.
Let's get it. So to open up the conversation, open up TTR today, I want to talk about Liv and Dom. So Liv and Dom seem to be the hot commodity, broke records type of thing. They made a big deal. I can't say it broke records, but it was like the biggest deal ever. So yeah, we have Liv and Dom. Liv and Dom seem to be like the big conversation. It seems like a lot of people are talking about it. Did a lot of views. He's a married man. All that good conversation. Now I feel like we definitely called this out on TTR a few weeks ago. We talked about how this would probably be like a love triangle. We initially thought it'd probably be with like Damian Priest, but this kind of turned into a Dom thing. So now let's kind of dive into it just on the outside looking in. So where does this go from here? So where it's developing and where has it gone? Dirty Dan, I'll kind of let you take this one off since you called it out before. Where do you think that this Liv and Dom situation is going to continue to grow into from this point forward?
I don't know where they're going, man. Which I kind of like. I really don't know, because now you're adding Finn into the mix. It's like, maybe I was right that she's going to infiltrate. I said this last time.
Good.
Just so y'all know, I called this shit.
You called it, bud. Here you go.
I mean, look, you said people are kind of like saying, oh, well, he's married and blah, blah. So was Rhea. It's just a character.
Yeah,
Calm down,
it's
people.
fine. Right. It's supposed to be for fun.
And at
right.
the end of the day,
it's a terrible kiss at that.
He's living his best life. Well, because he's married. He's
I'm
not
saying.
back.
That's what I'm saying. And that was the point. So if people saying that he's married, like, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, she's perfect for this, bro. Like,
killing it.
He looks so uncomfortable. And she's just loving it. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. She turned single at the right time. Because now she's like,
she's doing whatever.
Free,
she's
right.
just doing whatever, living her best life. I'm down for it. I mean, I like it. Look, everybody knows he's married, but I think the storyline is good enough to carry on. Like,
does Liv Rhea, if she continues, and I'll pass this off to Meech Black and RJ now too. We can see whoever wants to go first. If Liv holds on to the title that long to when Rhea gets back, like, does that really make sense to you guys? Like, do you want to see that? Like, can you see the storyline building up to like that being tremendous and like, being something that everybody wants to watch? Meech Black, I see you saying, yeah, go ahead.
Because like, I'm gonna say this, Liv Morgan's not the villain here and never was the villain. Because if we're going to keep it being like, I'm gonna say like a year ago, Rhea literally did the same thing to Liv and injured her. And literally, and also, it's a coincidence, but literally injured her in the same place that Rhea injured her last year. And so I feel like Liv is just getting her lick back, and like everyone's just upset because she's doing it to Rhea, who everyone loves. Oh well. Now, to answer your question about is this going to be a great thing? Absolutely. Because then we could build off of the fact that she's trying to...
Lower your TV, please. Lower your TV. Huh? Lower your TV. You're good. No problem. Real quick.
I'm going to say, I think that it will work as long as Liv is doing what she's doing and Rhea comes back, and then they're going to fight, obviously. I don't know how it's going to play with the Dom thing, because I feel like he's going to have to pick a side. Because even though he looks uncomfortable, weeks prior, he was talking to her in the background. I don't know if anyone peeped, but he was talking to her in the background. We don't know what they were talking about. We don't know if he's like, hey, listen, boom, boom, boom. We don't know what they were talking about.
So RJ, what do you think? Because RJ's shaking his head. It seemed like he remembered.
Oh, he was raising his eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we did call this a couple weeks ago, and I guess it's time for us to get back up on the platform and apologize for being wrong. When this comes out to be a Liv Morgan, Finn Balor team up, and they're actually the one holding hands in the back rooms.
Hold on.
To be a phenomenal twist in this already fun storyline.
Hold on, but you're missing one more thing though. JD's not safe either, because he was also flirting with Temptation and talking to her in the background as well too. And she took it JD's bandana and had it in her pocket and put two and two together. It was JD's bandana. So either she's trying to infiltrate or she's gonna take someone out.
Or she's trying to destroy the whole group.
Infiltrate.
Or-
Yeah, infiltrate. Go ahead, RJ.
Or yeah, she is there to split the group, but maybe split the group and stick with the two short Irish guys. I mean, she gets her little squad together because of this. She gets to break up Judgment Day and get a little muscle alongside her. Maybe, like I said, maybe that is the twist. It's those two against the other two.
And
I mean, I
that
do it.
could work.
But after
Because then
Monday,
you'll make
Dirty
that could work because then that will make Dom and Rhea baby faces.
Now,
And they don't have to change either. They can just be what they've been
No
the
more
past
they are,
year.
but I'm saying, but they would technically
Yeah.
be the baby faces. But I'm just saying, like,
I was just saying, but like you don't even have to change their character. They can
yeah,
really
you
just
know,
come
they
back
done, yeah.
and still be annoying. And instead of getting booed, they just get cheered. Like, and
Yep.
they can be like, okay with that. It's gonna be great.
Go ahead, Mitchie Black. Let me hear you.
I was gonna say, but also after this past Monday and from how they're acting and whatnot, I don't think they'll break up like that though. Even because Finn's is playing cock block if we want to keep it a bean and making sure no one's getting nothing off.
It's his
So-
woman. I would.
I would too. Yeah, I would too.
It's his woman, bro.
So let's just say that Liv again holds on to this title, and she goes on. Could you? And this is a very random question, but I'm just kind of curious, just kind of just poke and see where our thoughts can go. Could you see something along the lines where we see like men and women tag team again?
God, I hope not.
I hope not. I mean, because
Why
like the
not?
tag.
At least not like a lot. Like
Because
you
the
can do
tag
mixed
team
tag or
state
whatever,
is
but-
tough. Like, listen, I know RJ talks about the tag team state a lot, just how it is, period. And I gotta agree. Like, I feel like they could possibly like try to revitalize it with something like that, but not for long. I think it'd just be cool to make it like tag team. Like, look, we're trying to invest in the tag team, and this would be like a way. Like, since this is a hot commodity, look, we're having some type of matches. Because like. Let's touch on Hershey just for a second. We went to Hershey live. We watched Raw, and the female tag team match, just to touch on it because it goes with this. It was so boring. Like, it just didn't. And there was 2 tag team matches that night, right? Then we had Bianca and Jade. We had that tag team match, and there was another one before that. That was a very quick
New
match.
Day. We had New Day.
Oh, that was the males.
Oh.
That one was terrible. Oh my lord. Another terrible tag match, even though it wasn't women's, but another terrible tag match. And that's kind of why I get what RJ's saying, like, but do you think that something like that could work to like revitalize it, try to bring new attention? Or do you feel like that'd be kind of like a waste?
To do like just a
Men and
regular
female.
like
Men and female again, and
mix-
try to.
I mean, it have to make sense. Like the only way I'll see it working is if we have like a faction against a faction. Like for instance, LWO and Judgment Day. That'd be great.
That's pretty
But
cool. Okay.
there's not really too many factions. Just to randomly put
It'll be
two
random.
people together.
We'll kind of work our way. Again, it's going to work our way because she's going to wind up taking either, like you said, Finn or a guy. So it would be kind of cool to see. Kind of cool, but it would then kind of make sense about, they have some type of thing together for a little bit. They tag it out. I think that you can kind of write it out that way and then try to bring something to the tag. Because the tag, again, we're touching on it. The tag team stuff, man, it's pretty bad. It's just like, I wanted to see Kofi, wrestle. I wanted to see them get some good movement in because they are a good tag and they do have good movesets together, and you gave them no seconds. Like literally Kofi didn't get in at all. They got beat up in like 3 minutes. It felt like a waste. Like, what are we doing here? They had like a whole spot in the back and everything and got all hyped for nothing to just go out there and get demolished.
Yeah, I thought we was gonna get some and like
Yeah, it
we
didn't make
got
any
nothing.
sense. It didn't make any sense. But while we're on Hershey and while we're upset, let's talk about the good things at Hershey. What about Uncle Howdy making an appearance, right? And now you're there. We were there live. And it's a different experience, right?
Nah, that joint's tough.
It's cool.
Like,
Go
and
ahead.
that was cool because like we was sitting there and like when all the music and lights was flickering, I was like, I instantly knew what it was because like they do this all the time. Now, it was hard to hear like what they're trying to, give us. But I feel like we're getting to a point where like he has to come back soon. When I mean soon, like with the next pay-per-view.
Right.
Because I feel like we've been doing this for like, correct me if I'm wrong, like 3 to 4 months about that. And we began these QR codes, we began these Twitch streams, we began a lot of stuff, and I love the content, but you go and do that for so long. I can only sit here and want to scan a QR code every Monday night.
Yep. Yep.
Until I'm like, all right, bro, like I'm tired of seeing these videos just for y'all to give me nothing.
Okay, so before
Like,
you continue, I want to interrupt, but this was kind of my question. Are you getting tired of it? Apparently you are.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like,
continue. Go ahead.
I want to see, like, when next Jericho, I want to see him, actually him talking, like, give us something more than just like random like things. Like, you had a missing psychiatrist. You had someone playing WWE 2K24 in the background, and it was Bianca and someone else. Like, I'm tired of all these subliminal stuff. Like, let me see him talk. Let me see him beat someone up and say, "I'm coming for you." Like, give us something.
Pause that.
Like,
Pause that. Just pause that. But I got you. I hear you. I heard you. Pause worthy.
what did I say?
You coming for you? Relax. God damn.
Oh
Slow down.
my
Let you-
What's wrong with you? Well, I'm like, what happened? I was like, oh, wait for some.
He said, what? What? Why would I pause? What?
Pause.
Yeah, pause
But-
that. Yes, pause that, sir.
But like, I'm trying to see something else. Maybe I'm the only one, but I can only do this for so long before I get tired of it.
Okay, so to get serious, that was my question here. So, are you tired of it? Right? Are you tired of the teasers? And if you are, is it because of how long it's been happening? Are you just excited to see it? RJ, go ahead and give me some of your ideas here on Uncle Howdy and how long it's been taking. Do you feel like it's been a lengthy process, or do you feel like this is just a gradual, good build-up?
Don't be scared to say it.
No, I find it interesting. It is getting dragged out, but like, would you rather them debut now and then be nothing later, or kind of just delay them super long? Because they're already like in a weird spot, being who they are. When they come in, where do they go, and where are they going to be like placed? Are they going to be? Is it? It's like the Wyatt 6? Like probably 5 men, one woman.
Well,
I
right
mean,
now they saying it might be 2. Because they're talking about it might be Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss. Oh, Nikki Cross. You're right.
Nikki Cross, yeah.
I keep forgetting about Nikki Cross. I guess it just like it depends, because maybe they're waiting till closer to Mania, because maybe they want to do some weird spot for Mania. Regardless, when they show up, it's gonna be the same thing, though. I guess because
Mania when? I hope we're not talking. I hope we're not talking about next year, bro.
It's not gonna be Mania.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't. But like, I don't know. It really depends on what they want to do with the group. If they had a plan, I think they should do it soon. Or I guess I just don't know who they'd be waiting for.
What's the next pay-per-view?
Clash.
Clash.
Sorry,
Clash.
Which is way closer than I thought it was. I didn't even realize it was.
Yeah, me either.
Next
That's
week.
SummerSlam. Jeez.
Next week.
Next week.
I mean, he keeps dropping clues saying soon, like very soon now. Like he wasn't saying that before.
So Dirty Dan, talk to us. Yeah.
Look,
what do you think?
I get people getting tired of it, but unfortunately, the people that are getting tired for it, it's not for you then. Because at the end of the day, the reason this could fail is not really going to fail in the long run, because there's too many Bray Wyatt fans that like this kind of thing. This is what people love Bray Wyatt for. He did a lot of this out of the box thing. And they do these slow build-up, slow clues. Like, once again, whoever's holding it up, it might not even be Triple H. It might be his brother just making sure this goes perfect because he wants to do it for his brother. So...
Oh, I like that point. I respect that.
He's trying to carry on his brother's legacy, so he's going to make sure this is perfect.
Yeah, I don't really care what anybody thinks.
Secondly, people can say it's going on long, but people are still talking about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah.
So I mean, I feel now. Don't get me wrong. They gotta come out soon.
That's fandom.
They gotta come out soon.
Like, people are getting impatient because they want to see it. They're excited. It might not just be hate, or like bad.
Well, they're excited because you don't know where it's gonna go. We keep saying Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
But you don't know if he's gonna like be that character. This could be like a whole Wyatt family thing all over again. You know what I mean? I'm not saying exactly. But I'm saying
something like that.
And I hope so too. Like, I hope they bring all the masks and some Wyatt family shit.
I love
okay, not to interrupt, but to kind of stay on the path here. So the teasers aren't entertaining anymore, right? Or starting to get to that point where they're not. Can he live up, and can they live up to the hype? If it is they, or can he live up to the hype when it drops? Because it seems like there's a big time buzz. Do you feel like it can like pop the way that we're anticipating and we want it to?
With the Brave fans, yes. With the casual fans, it could be iffy.
If you weren't there from the beginning,
I'm asking.
and you didn't know who Bray Wyatt was, this is definitely you're gonna be like, what the hell is this?
I think it doesn't matter. I think it's going to get over regardless because I feel like Triple H is more open to hearing what the person who came up with the story side is for what to do. I think as long as they're still consistently booked, like if they've got a good plan for this booking and it just goes off without a hitch, I think it'll be fine regardless. But without all the teasers and everything, if they just drop this group in, it really just depends on Triple H making them either look strong, which is with the spooky characters, you don't really know if they want the strong or they want the spooky or whatever. Gonna be looking at Karrion Kross's group. So if you want them to be strong, make them look strong. If you want them to look like slimy and spooky, so like they slither in, slither out, get their wins or whatever. Or if you want them to be crazy, they just beat up. They don't care if they win or lose as long as they hurt somebody.
Yes.
Book them that way, they'll be fine. It's when you get like that weird booking where they're like, we want them to be spooky, but they can't be very strong. They should lose more matches. Oh, they should win by cheating. So we'll go, but they should also be really strong and do this. So it's like, as long as they have their story consistent, it doesn't matter how like drawn out this will be. Every week, somebody will complain about it being too long, or people will complain about it being too short. It's always going to have its criticisms, but as long as when they're actually on my screen, I believe in the story they're telling with them, it doesn't matter how long this is really going to take. They could probably take another 6 months if they wanted to, as long as the showing of them and presenting of them is what they actually have a vision for.
Perfectly
At
said.
the end of the day,
go ahead. Yep.
I'm going to end it with this.
Yeah, that was a good ending. But go ahead. You got it. Go ahead. That was great. Greatly said.
At the end of the day, Bray's brother and Triple H have too much invested in this. I don't think they're going to let it fail.
I agree with you.
I think Triple H is probably going to take this a little bit more personal than usual.
Probably.
Because he had something planned with him and then he died unexpectedly.
All right. So respect that take. Move on to now a different type of question. So again, sticking to Hershey and Monday Night Raw, what we saw was Chad Gable surprise attack. And I gotta say, I think it's becoming a little extra for me to watch like this guy smack people around. Like I know it's acting, it's amazing acting, but God, man, this guy knows how to sell the asshole, right? So this kind of leads to my question to just kind of start off the conversation. Is Chad Gable the best heel in the company today? Anybody?
Heel in the company? No.
No. So okay, but can he?
No.
Really? He could be better. He could be a better heel.
He's not going to be a better heel than Gunther.
Yeah, I think he's be a good one.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. The only reason, look,
I like this conversation.
Chad
Keep it open.
Gable is a good worker. I'm not behind his mic skills. The only reason is semi works right now is because you have 3 gullible people that he's just bossing around, slapping around, so he looks like a big asshole. But once Otis snaps out and whoops his ass, then he's gonna have to hold on his own after that, and he ain't gonna have 3 people to smack around or berate.
I think he can hold it.
To have the heat.
I think he can hold it.
I think he can
do it. He can hold it.
I'm not saying he couldn't, but I'm just saying.
I like the debate.
Now,
hey.
Right now he has that heat because he has 3 people to berate. Once they're gone, what's going to happen?
I mean, he'll go to the storyline with Sami.
I think he's going to skyrocket. That's just my opinion. But go ahead.
I think he's going to continue the storyline with Sami.
I'll be honest. Go ahead.
I was just saying because what I think is going to happen is Oz is obviously going to turn on him. We know that. I think once he turns on him, Oz is either going to be put into a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title, or they're going to fight for the number one contender for the number one contender for the Intercontinental title, which will play in both favors because Chad's a heel, Oz will be the biggest baby face, and they both rise.
If I'm being honest, I think those 3 hold him back almost. That's just my opinion. I think that without Otis, without like this whole entire like storyline going, that I think that he probably could go on his own run. And I can't say like pop like Sami Zayn, but create his own like little lane. I'm actually becoming a Sami fan, so I don't really want to see him lose that belt. But yeah, go ahead, RJ. What's some of your thoughts? Do you feel like he's the best heel in the company today? I heard a lot of no's, and if not, do you feel like that he could become that at some point? He's gearing towards that at all? What do you think?
Think he is, but I am willing to be surprised by Chad Gable in this because I think he'll be in the whole company, maybe like a top 5, like heel in the company presently, but I don't know. I just think once he loses those Alpha Academy members, he's gonna gain the real Alpha Academy when he gets his 2 Creed brothers in and recreates his tag team. Now that point is what we need to get to, and I think it's close. I think it does end up being an IC title #1 contenders match between Otis and Chad. I don't know if you do the Creed brothers before or after, but it could always be like the Creed brothers help him win the #1 contender shot, or he beats him for the #1 contender shot, and then you premiere the Alpha or the Creed brothers at, was it Clash? I guess.
Clash, that's next year.
And Clash. That's when you have the Creed brothers.
You have the Creed brothers helping win the title.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. You either do that or you try to show them off before. You can do it like on the Monday before.
You want the most heat?
That is fair. That would make the title like you'd want to go see what's going on with that title still,
So,
which
okay.
they've been doing good on. I'll give them that. They've been giving you a reason to look for the IC title again, which is nice because that's what I was worried about post Gunther.
Yeah, for sure. No, you're right. They're definitely getting it popping. I kind of like that it's like hot potatoing if it has to. Just keep it live, keep it going a little bit. So this is my question, and we'll kind of go into some AEW conversation here. Is Chad Gable and Sami a really good matchup, and do you feel like that's a good move for them moving forward? And then secondly, how torn would you be in that match? I think we here on the panel enjoy both of those fighters. I mean, not Meech for so much, but maybe me and RJ. How torn would you be, RJ, when they face off? Because I think you might like both. So my first question, again, not to get off the beaten path, is Chad Gable and Sami a good move initially? And then again, if you were to watch that, RJ, how torn would you be? But let's start off with Michi Black on this one because it seems like you have a lot to say.
Thank you.
Is Gable Sami a good matchup? And go ahead.
Hell no. I'm not gonna cuss, but hell no. Absolutely, Sami should not have the damn title in the first place. Absolutely not. Sami should not have the title.
Sound like you said Sheamus.
I said Sami should not have the goddamn title. No reason he should have this title at all.
At first I agreed, but no, I don't.
Jey Uso either should have the title when he faced Gunther back when they faced before, or we should. Oh, I like the glitch. I love the glitch. Or it could have been Rico could have had it. My man Rico could have had it.
Shut up.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. I'm explaining. Hold on. Because before, I'm gonna say this again. When Sami came at the Royal Rumble, no one popped for him. No one jumped for him. No panties were thrown. No bras were thrown at him.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this a short. And then we're gonna once he says this, we're gonna show the video where the people cheered.
Please do, because I didn't cheer. I didn't cheer.
All right, go ahead.
But I'm just saying. But I feel like
we'll prove him wrong.
Yeah, but I feel like Sami should have the title. Why is he gone for so long? Comes back, instantly gets the title, and then wins. Get the man.
Go ahead, RJ.
He didn't instantly get a title or get wins. He had to fight every week for his #1 contender shot. He was in the tournament. Then he beat Chad twice. And then he went for the title. Listen, I know, man. We both want that Sami Zayn World Heavyweight Championship run. I know the pain.
I'll sign up for it.
All of us, the collective wants that title reign.
Title for what?
Unfortunately,
title for what?
For being the best babyface in the company.
Yep.
Right behind Cody. I'm sorry, I forget Cody.
Yeah, Cody.
He's on SmackDown show now. I forget he exists. He's the best babyface in the company behind that. I'll see what I said. Why, I heard a stunned silence. I don't understand why.
It was the subtle shot. No, you are. It was the subtle shot. Like, shit.
I mean, let's be honest. The B show over there is chilling. I guess
You're right.
Yeah, that's why all this just culminates to WrestleMania 41 when Sami beats Jey Uso to defend his World Heavyweight title shot on night 1 of WrestleMania. That's just, we're getting there step by step.
Can we stop
We're not
including Jey Uso? Jesus.
He's not even winning Money in the Bank. He is not winning Money in the
Just
Bank.
because,
Please.
obviously, this guy just likes high flyers because he mentioned Jey Uso and Ricochet.
Ricochet's a
Yo, Ricochet,
That
that's
deserve
terrible.
the title over Sami Zayn.
It's okay, Rico. It's okay, Rico. I got you back all the
All right,
time.
listen,
No, Rico,
listen.
this is why you have bandages selling that rib cage like you got hit with a sledgehammer.
Yo,
He got
Those are
blindsided by a muscle freak because he couldn't get his way. Come on, bro.
Ricochet
But
is not winning a
Sami
championship.
Sami Zayn beat Bronson Reed, who's a lot bigger than Braun Breaker.
lot bigger.
Lot
And
bigger.
He just
Have
walks
a good
out
day,
every
sir.
week ready to fight.
Have a good day.
Every week.
All right,
Okay.
all right. We'll move on. We'll move on.
Okay.
We'll move
I'm
on.
about to super kick you, bro. Swear to God.
Oh man. Oh